Audio Jungle.
Total their 218th of the season. Cairo sends one pretty well hit down the left field line. Manny near the pole, and it is caught by Ramirez. Ripping it away from the fans. Cairo still running the bases, thinking he has a home run. But Manny caught it. Cairo went all the way around the bases. I'm not sure he realizes. He doesn't. Now he just found out from Lofton in the on-deck circle. No, sorry, Miguel. It was caught. Yeah, out.
You're out, Miguel. Manny going deep in that corner, leaps, and
wow.
He really got high off the ground there. No fan interfered with that, and it gave Manny a chance to make the play. The fan backs off, and that gives Ramirez a chance to make the play.
Ball, 1 strike to Manny. Sosa ready. Here it is. Swinging a high drive to deep center. Baldelli back to the wall, looking up, and you can forget about this one. A tremendous home run on top of the restaurant out there. And Manny with a bomb, number 43, gives the Red Sox a 5-2 lead. That ball had to go about 440 feet. That restaurant is maybe 30 feet high out there, and it hit on top of the roof. Manny with a bomb, his 43rd. He has 129 runs batted in as he cranked the high fastball.
That he faced. Manny drives one deep in front of center field. Wells looking up. It is well done. A solo home run for Manny Ramirez. His first of 2004. And the Red Sox lead it 4-1.
Hit the first pitch fastball, and straight away center field. He knows he got it as soon as he made contact.
At 2-2, but it won't be that way when we get to Yankee Stadium. That one hit in the air to left field by Ramirez. Goodbye, home run. You're doing the slugging percentage, that counts as 4 total bases.
He does a lot of it.
3 in this postseason and 16 total postseason homers.
Such a pretty swing. That monster will take home runs away from people from time to time. That one with just enough room to clear.
Meshes. 1-1 pitch to Manny, swinging a drive deep into right field. Ichiro going back to the warning track, and this one is gone. Goodbye, baseball.
So number 400 for Manny Ramirez as he becomes the 39th man in Major League history to join that club. Manny Ramirez. And listen to the Red Sox Nation cheer as he comes in. They are here in force.
How good is that guy? Holy cow. And this is what makes him so tough. He can hit for power and average. He can hit the ball out of any part of the ballpark. Has such great bat.
10-6 for Baltimore. Williams hits it in the air and pretty well to left. Manny was in pretty shallow, a long way back, and he makes the catch.
Manny, 2 outs. Manny,
And
2
Manny
outs.
thinks it's the 3rd out. He caught the ball and flipped it into the crowd, and a little bit embarrassed with that sheepish grin. Held up the 2 fingers toward the umpire, and Pedro trying to suppress a laugh.
Well, Manny's just being Manny, as we like to say. He makes a great play on this. He had a long way to go back to the wall, makes a terrific play, and then thinking that's the third out, will just fire the ball up into the stands. He's got his head down running back in, and everybody in the ballpark, with the exception of Manny, knows there's 2 outs. He probably did more interviews after the game on Sunday than he did the whole time that he's been in Boston. It seemed like every station he turned to, there was Manny Ramirez.
Well, let's take you back to Sunday afternoon when Manny delivered that RBI hit and what he said afterwards, and uttering the phrase we know so well, but hearing it from him was weird. Manny being Manny.
This is the place I want to be, man. And it's great, man. You know, they love me here, man. And I don't know, man. This is the place to be, you know. Manny being Manny, man. He's great, man.
You know, we don't hear too much from Manny, but to hear him refer to the line everybody uses, I don't know if that's referring to yourself in the 4th person or what, but Manny took it to a new level on Sunday, guys.
It's a double 3rd person, I think, technically.
It was a Manny being Manny, man.
They took it to a new level tonight with a sign now, just in case you missed it.
A few years ago, and then he's... Look out!
Oh, man, for the 2nd day in a row. This one goes into the upper deck. Manny Ramirez.
Wow. What? Look at this ball rolling back down and just dropped into the bullpen. Well into the 5th deck.
Hit so well, he receives a huge ovation from this crowd in Toronto. Man, yesterday it was off the facing. This one was 5, 6, 7, 8 rows up into that upper deck.
The first one hit up there was back in 1989 in the divisional playoffs against Oakland. Jose Canseco hit one in a very similar spot. But what a great swing, very relaxed hands.
And Manny lifts one into deep left center field. Guillen back at the wall. Goodbye. And Ramirez walking to first base and pointing to his teammates.
Manny Ramirez here saying, let's start a new postseason tradition with that home run. That's what they're used to seeing out of him. Ramirez is showing his emotion of getting back into being the hitter that he is, but this is a bad thing to do. You do not need to wake up the bench of the Oakland A's, and you don't want to get any of your other players hurt.
Well put. Line to left. Manny playing shallow as always. It's up over his head. Will one hop the wall. Gathers it quickly. The throw to second is going to be close. A-Rod is going to be about as out as you can be. How about this run back to the dugout?
Well, again, you know, Manny Ramirez in left field, very underrated here at Fenway Park. The quick release, just like an infielder, throwing sidearm and always on target. A-Rod out by quite a bit.
And that's when the real magic in the Bronx got underway.
Manny near the pole, and it is caught by Ramirez.
I thought about that catch a million times. When it happened, I just jumped and caught the ball, and I said, let me hold it for a couple of minutes. So he just run in and pointing to the sky.
Cairo went all the way around the bases. I'm not sure he realizes. He doesn't.
He couldn't believe it.
Now he just found out from Lofton in the on-deck circle. No, sorry, Miguel.
That Terry Francona says is going to break out and explode one of these games. And there's a shot to left field to put Boston on top. A 2-2 pitch, and Manny Ramirez lost it into the seats and left. Three line drives hit in the first inning by the Red Sox, and this one had lift. Oh, my goodness, was that ball crushed. No dispute about this one. Oh. A 2-out home run to make it 1-0 Red Sox.
that Detroit series when they pounded the Tigers for 4 straight days. Manny tees off high and deep to left and gone over the monster seats. A 3-run homer and the Red Sox lead 4-1.
Manny on the first pitch, a breaking ball, a slider that stays inside, and that's not where you want to leave the slider to Manny Ramirez. Home run 17, and he picks up his 58th, 59th, and 60th runs batted into the season.
Edmonds flies one into shallow left. Pujols ranging too far off second. Throw home. Out at the plate, and the inning is over. Walker thrown out at the plate. While that was going on, Albert Pujols was way off second base. Manny Ramirez takes care of Walker, and the Red Sox still lead 1-0.
Watch Albert Pujols at second base taking off. I think he thought there were 2 outs until he saw Larry Walker tagging at third. Jason Varitek, on the other hand, acts as though there's no play at home plate. The decoy gets Larry Walker sliding away. A fine throw by Ramirez and a terrific tag by Varitek and a whack on the backside by Pedro Martinez. What a crazy.
There's a high drive deep down the left field line. Does it stay fair? Yes. Manny just stood at the plate and watched it go. Home run number 12 for Ramirez. 44 runs batted in now, and the Red Sox lead 6-0.
I think Manny was watching this because he wasn't sure it was going to stay fair.
Yeah, I think he's not the kind to showboat like that and be a hot dog about it. You could see he actually took a step backwards, thinking, oh, that's going to be a foul ball, but it didn't hook.
That's close to a Mass Pike job.
Yeah. Across lane, you could see him indicating it looked like it was hooking, and then it kind of went back this way. Utley grounded out. Dell popped out. Now Lieberthal with a little lob down the line. What a night for Manny Ramirez. A tremendous catch to end the inning and take a run away from the Phillies. 7th inning stretch. It's Manny's night, and the Red Sox lead 10-1.
Not only doing with the bat, but also with the glove tonight.
Fans brought him back out for a
on Manny Ramirez. His RBI tonight, his 10th. Runners at second and third, 2 out, last of the 10th, 2-1 New York. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Ramirez. Swinging a shot up the middle, base hit. Here comes Nixon. Here comes Everett. Go crazy, folks. The Red Sox win this one 3-2 on a 2-out base hit up the middle by Manny Ramirez, who is being mobbed beyond first base. In extra innings, the Red Sox win it 3-2. And they are hugging Manny Ramirez, who gets a 2-out hit, scoring Nixon, scoring Everett, and the Red Sox pull it out of the fire as Manny Ramirez is the man of the moment in the city of Boston and throughout New England. Well, he threw him a pitch that he could hit on 2-0, and Manny just cut down on the swing.
Left off. That one by Millar, hit in the air, left center field. Manny Ramirez back, and he makes the catch! What a catch by Ramirez! They're going to try and double up at first, and they do! Aubrey Huff is doubled up as Ramirez makes a spectacular catch in left field off Millar. He wasn't even looking at the baseball. Then he climbs the wall and
swinging a high fly ball to right center field. Way back goes Justice near the wall. It's gone! The game is tied! Manny Ramirez has hit a two-run homer off Mariano Rivera in the ninth inning, and we're tied at 6. Can you believe it?
I think Dan Duquette said it best on the pregame show tonight. He said, as we talked about Manny's long home run yesterday, he says the legend of Manny Ramirez grows day by day. Well, there's been another growth spurt here of the legend of Manny. The Red Sox get Manny happy returns on that two-run shot by Ramirez to tie it.
19 homers, 62 runs batted in for Manny. A dramatic home run. We talked about that wind tunnel to right center. Not that that pitch needed much help, but that appeared to be a high cutter he threw out over the plate.
Ramirez bangs one deep to right center field. Hinsky goes back, looks up. There is Manny Ramirez, 200th home run as a member of the Red Sox. His first this season, 48th against the Blue Jays, and 22nd here. It's Boston 3, the Blue Jays nothing here in the Boston third. Another fastball, and Manny crashes home run number 436 as he goes back-to-backs with Ortiz.
Well, AJ only gave up 12 home runs last season, but when you try to overpower these hitters like Ortiz, like Ramirez, they can feast on good fastballs, especially ones left over the middle of the.
He and Varitek are the only Red Sox who have not reached base. Ramirez, Burks, and Varitek coming up. Scott Proctor pitched an inning in the third for New York. Manny hits it in the air in right center. Crosby on the run, back at the wall. It is gone. Fourth home run of the night for the Red Sox. An opposite field blast by Ramirez. His fourth of the year. His 12th run batted in, and the Red Sox lead 11-2.
Now, Manny has been an incredible hot streak recently, and one of the reasons because
0-2 count. And he drills it to left field. That's back near the wall. Goodbye, home run. Ramirez with a two-run homer. And the American League has jumped on Clemens for a double, triple, and homer, and a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, they are just a single shy of the cycle here, and they've only gone through 4 hitters. That's an 0-2 pitch. I mean, very seldom do you see a guy get a base hit in that count against Roger Clemens, let alone hit the ball with the authority that Manny Ramirez is. But we know offensively, Manny's not normal.
Wow. I mean, they are just tagging the baseball here for Manny Ramirez. That is going to be his first All-Star home.
On in the 8th with 1 out. Struck out Miller. Got Nomar to fly out. Ready again, 3-2 to Ramirez. Way back, left field and deep. And gone. Manny Ramirez has tied it at 2.
That AB and that swing is why it was so important that Embry got out of the bottom of the 8th inning without giving up either one of those insurance runs that the A's were trying to push across.
The 10th pitch of the at-bat was the one Manny was looking for, and it's his 28th home run. And Terrence Long.
1-0 pitch. Drives this to center. Back goes Garrett Anderson. Back he goes. Back. Gone! The Red Sox doing it all in this inning. A touchdown and add the extra point, a 7 spot here in the 4th. 3-run shot, Manny Ramirez, 8-0 Boston.
Well, you talk about a beautiful swing. Shields makes a mistake, leaves this ball on the inner half. Look at that position. Head down, good.
Game 4.
And Ramirez drives one. And the Red Sox go back-to-back 2-0.
David Ortiz hit the ball hard, but Manny Ramirez hit it into the stratosphere. That ball was just a rocket. Figgins took one look, he took one step, and that's about all he could do. This is a hanging breaking ball up in the zone, and Manny Ramirez realizes that that one is just about as far as the one that ended game 2. And apparently, if
was Manny scoring on the sacrifice fly by Mark Bellhorn yesterday to give the Red Sox the go-ahead run and the eventual winning run in the 12th at Yankee Stadium. Manny swings and hits one high in the air to left field. Matsui is looking up. It may never come down. A 2-run home run for Manny Ramirez, his 5th of the year, and the Red Sox are out to the 2-0 lead.
When we see this replay, watch Manny Ramirez stay back with his hands. His foot, he's going to step out. It's a curveball, but his hands stay back. Look at his foot get out there, but look at the hands. They stay back, and he's able to drive that ball an awful long way. 0-2 mistake by Vasquez and Ramirez.
Manny, the only member of the Red Sox to have played in every game so far this season. He gets another start here tonight.
You see Manny 3-2 right there. He was late on a fastball. He's looking for something soft. That's why he was late on that fastball. Because how can you be late on this fastball?
Whoa. It's this high and deep to left field. Jenkins heading back, front of the wall. That ball will carry out of here. Manny Ramirez hits another home run, his 12th of the season. A 2-run shot this time, and it's now 6-3 Milwaukee.
Boy, he can hit. Man, he can hit. Three-two pitch before. He's late on a fastball. What's he come back with, this guy? He comes back with a high nothing ball. I was going to say a high piece of cheese, but that's some soft cheese right there.
Ramirez with a hit and 3 walks tonight. 2 balls and a strike. Quantrill had such a good first half of the season, but ran out of gas down the stretch. The 1910 Cubs, the only team in postseason history down 3-0 to win Game 4 in extra innings. The 2-1. Ramirez will start it with a hit. And the Red Sox put their leadoff man on for the first time since the 9th inning when they tied it against Rivera.
It is awfully tough to throw Manny Ramirez anything in the strike zone. Anything that...
Here's one into right that's got a chance. At the wall, off the bat of Ramirez, a leap and it's gone. A 2-homer inning for Boston, and they've doubled their lead. It's 4-0. A 3-homer game for the Red Sox against Messina, who gave up 21 during the regular season. Well, this is more like what people expected out of the Red Sox coming into the playoffs. This was a team that set major league records for extra base hits, total bases, and slugging percentage, breaking a record held by the 27 Yankees.
What we were talking about earlier,
about that blue monster in right field.
There's one thing pitching to him, there's another thing throwing him strikes, and we'll see if any of that happens. But right now they are going to go after Manny with first base open.
Line to left field. D. Brown coming on, and he will not make the catch. It goes through him, and easily it is Carl Everett. Manny still running, is thinking three. He's headed in that direction. He will get there, and D. Brown just lost it out there in left field. The run scores, and the Red Sox go on top 6-0.
Well, I don't know if this is just a misplay by Brown or that he maybe lost it in the light bank above first base. Because generally when you see a player miss it like that, it's usually because he loses in the lights. We'll take another look. And no indication there that he had lost it in the light bank. It's just he just plain old missed it. Well, hard to tell. Right at the light here in this bases loaded situation. Like Manny's going back.
Where's he going?
It's going behind the scoreboard. Guys used to go back there too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw is open, so and he's heading on in.
Maybe there's a fan in there or something. They keep him cool.
He knows it's not a pitching change, right? Because he's not back yet.
I hope so. Maybe the attendant down there should tell him.
Can he come back, please? Because
it's
not a pitching change, and Manny is not in left field.
There's no left fielder at this moment.
Oh, my goodness. Come on, Manny. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Welcome back. Come on back, Manny.
I mean, he's still walking into his position, and that pitch is on the way to home plate.
I don't think Wade Miller knew that.
And Bradford's first pitch is swung on a high fly ball right center field. This one is deep. She's sailing back, and that one's gone. Number 500. Manny has done it tonight in Baltimore. His 500th Major League home run. Look at the scramble for the ball in right center field. As Manny touches them all, rounding third base, a huge standing ovation. 500 home runs. Manny Ramirez and a big hug at home plate from Mike Lowell. All his teammates coming out of the dugout. Big Poppy grabs him and hoists him up. And a moment has finally come from Manny Ramirez. A deep drive into right center field at Camden Yards. A solo shot, and Manny has reached 500.
A-Rod to the set. He fires. Swing a long drive to left. Way back. Deep into the night. 3-run walk-off home run. Manny Ramirez. And the Red Sox have won it.
I haven't been right all year round, but I guess, you know, when you don't feel good and you still get hit, that's when you know you are a bad man.
The Red Sox lead the series 2-0.
Ramirez. Breaking ball hit in the air to right center field. Drifting back, Brady Anderson. It's off the fence. And Ramirez holds at first with a long single. With that bad hamstring, Manny's not running well, and the crowd is on him a little bit. On another day, that ball might have gotten into the bleachers, but with the wind blowing in, it got knocked down. Ramirez has his first hit as a member of the Red Sox, and let's see if the Red Sox are going to run for him.
Now, the wind has shifted several times. It hurt Everett's ball, didn't bother Nixon's home run, but knocked down this ball enough to keep it in the yard.
I think the Red Sox in a tie game in the 7th might run for Manny. And Manny's going to come off now, and they'll use a pinch runner. This makes sense. And let's see who will run here for Manny Ramirez. He cannot run that hard with that bad hamstring. He gets his first hit as a member of the Red Sox.
And he hits one deep and far to left. Lynn looking up, and that is gone. Into the second deck for Manny. After a frustrating night in which he grounded out 3 times to the shortstop. His 6th home run of the year, and it's a 6-0 Boston lead.
Now, home runs have been a major factor in this series for the Red Sox. The bombs last night, and now tonight, Lugo with the 2-run home run, and Manny with the solo job. After grounding out 3 times, Ramirez, the shortstop, finally gets one in the air and certainly deep enough for the home run. What a pretty swing by Ramirez. Manny adding on.
Red Sox ball club getting a Boston welcome. He swings and it's one high and deep to left, and that ball is out of here. On the first pitch, Manny Ramirez hits one out. A 3-run blast, and this game is all even. Well, the Red Sox were looking for some pop out of Ramirez, and pop they got on the very first pitch from Roop.
Ramirez. Here's the pitch to Manny. There's a fly ball deep down the left field line. If it's there, it is long gone, and it is long gone into the upper deck. A monumental blast by Manny Ramirez, and it is now a 5-2 Red Sox lead.
You won't see too many home runs hit further than that. It's one thing to hit him in the upper deck and right. When you hit him in the upper deck and left, boy, you're hitting it a long way. And that ball didn't just reach the upper deck. That ball went rows back down the line, but it was fair and several rows back. What a shot.
So suddenly 5.
Ball, 1 strike to Manny. Sosa ready. Here it is. Swinging a high drive to deep center. Baldelli back to the wall, looking up, and you can forget about this one. A tremendous home run on top of the restaurant out there. And Manny with a bomb, number 43, gives the Red Sox a 5-2 lead. That ball had to go about 440 feet. That restaurant is maybe 30 feet high out there, and it hit on top of the roof. Manny with a bomb, his 43rd. He has 129 runs batted in as he cranked the high fastball.